So Kurt, as the CEO of Auticon, what are your vision and goals?
Our vision is, we have two obvious targets. The most obvious one is we want to create as many career opportunities for people on the spectrum as possible.
Okay.
That's the obvious one. And the other one is we want to change and help to change the perception on autism in the society. And we do that by sending out our consultants into projects. They work in a competitive environment at huge customers, like in Europe it's BMW, Allianz and Siemens as an example. Our vision always was from day one to create as many career opportunities for people on the spectrum as possible.
Okay.
And if we want to create as many as possible, it means we need to be in the US.
So my first question for both of you is, why do you believe neurodiversity is the next social movement?
Social movement or just inclusion and diversity? That's the question. And the way we think about it and the way we are acting as a corporation is with a mission for inclusion. The level of skills and capability of so many subsets of our population are underutilized and underserved. And those on the autism spectrum are just one of those groups.
Hi Max, it's a pleasure to have you here today with your mom Mindy. I'm curious to know, and I would love if you could share with us your story. What challenges did you have in your career due to autism, and how did you overcome this?
Well, I started out in trying to find a job at the beginning after I dropped out of college when I was like 19, 20, and I ended up having to work for my dad for a year in audio video. I've always had motor skill issues. I've always had a hard time writing. I've been able to overcome that through learning how to be an excellent typist, learning to able to express myself.
So great! I'm excited to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you.
And my question for you is, what do you hold in your heart as a beautiful story from working for Auticon USA?
Well, what makes me proud to do my work is that there are all these people who are on the spectrum, and it's like my job to make sure they get paid because I'm in charge of running payroll. And
nice.
So that's my fulfilling part of the month when I get to pay everyone.
To make sure that they're compensated for their beautiful work. It makes you happy.
Yes, that makes me feel important.
Great. How does the recent global expansion and the acquisition of MindSpark's INC with offices here in Culver City and Santa Monica fit that vision?
Our vision always was from day one to create as many career opportunities for people on the spectrum as possible.
Okay.
And if we want to create as many as possible, it means we need to be in the US.
Right.
It's a huge market. It's a wonderful market. There are a lot of well-known companies here. And so we, after starting and developing the business 3 years in Germany, then successfully starting in both France and the UK, and now recently Switzerland.
Tell me about the services that Auticon USA plans to provide in the market here today.
Okay, so Auticon USA is going to still provide the outsourced software QA services that MindSpark currently offers.
Okay.
So in that, companies outsource their software QA to our company, and our analysts work in-house. The beauty of the two models is now we're going to be hiring technologists who are on the autism spectrum and allow them to go work at the client sites as well.
I think this is a really good place for him. I think the people are wonderful. And so he's found an important purpose that really celebrates all of his strengths.
Thank you, Mindy, for sharing this beautiful story. And I'm glad that Max found a place where he can shine.
Right?
Yes.
1 to 10.
10.
What? He never says a 10. I'll always say, so my sandwich, what is it? 1 to, yes, from 1 to 10.
8.
He always gives me an 8. So the fact that this company's gotten a 10,
it must be doing
good.
Right. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both.